Welcome back to Switzer. Seth Godin once cynically observed that marketing is too important to be left to the marketing department. But that was a shot at big end of town marketing departments. I'm sure he would approve of marketing businesses such as Mark da Silva's conceptmarketing.com.au. Let me introduce Mark and find out how he helps clients stand out from the crowd just like a purple cow. How are you, mate?
Very good. I did like the introduction of Mr. Da Silva.
Oh, did you? We're not going to get it again. That was, I'm too irreverent for that kind of thing. But I'm sure you've come across Seth Godin and that great book Purple Cow, and that was the whole thing standing out from the crowd. And when I had a look at your website, that's the sort of thing you obviously try to do for your clients. How important is it for businesses to stand out from the crowd?
I think it's the one thing businesses miss when they first set up.
Yeah.
And the owner's passionate about what they do, but what they fail to understand is what the customer wants to hear. So we market ourselves totally differently. And our whole tagline in marketing my own business is about delivering results. And when you go away from all the brand and the creative, what I call stuff, at the end of the day, what is it a client wants? They want the delivery of results. So we've marketed our business around what the client's expectations are of a marketing company.
So give us the opposite. Are you suggesting that some marketing companies don't necessarily go for results first? They go for touchy-feely brand-building things?
What may feel good to them. And the creatives want to be creative. They want to see their stuff on billboards and in TV and on radio, etc. But at the end of the day, the client who continues to pay me is the client that's continually getting results.
Oh yeah, and you really do need results. It's a very big investment, and most businesses don't really understand what they're investing in, and all they can do is pray that geniuses like you get it right. So what's your approach? If your clients vary from the big end of town to courageous small businesses as well. So what's your approach?
So we work a little bit differently. So I often challenge a client when they have that marketing person within their business, and I say, you're resting all your empowerment of your business, the growth strategy of your business, to that one person. And what we do is we say we can either work alongside them or we can replace them. And we bring 20 creative minds, 20 strategic minds together in combination with the creative to deliver real outcomes.
Where are those 20 minds coming from?
From my business.
Okay. So you actually brainstorm, or whatever word you might use, with the 20 people that you think can think outside the square and come up with something provocative that will cut through the market and bring a heap of customers.
And it's not rocket science.
It's not.
Very often it's just a consistency to discipline. And very often businesses fail because they're not consistent to the discipline of marketing.
Okay, give us an example, if you can, of a client where it wasn't rocket science and you came up with a strategy that had enormous cut through and great results.
Ooh, numerous, but I'll start with our home builder client, who's one of our larger clients that we do have. It's just about being everywhere where their clients potentially hang out and making a cut through with an idea that is different. So this particular builder works predominantly in the country, and one of the ideas is that 80% of people live in the city, 20% of people get it right. So the 20% that live in the country get it right. So we're appealing to their grounding, their earthy feel that, hey, we've got it right because we live in the country, and this local builder understands that.
Okay, and so are you marketing to people who actually live in the country or people in the city who would like to live in the country?
People who are in the country. So we're actually praising them, saying, hey, you got it right.
Yeah, okay. And then because they feel good, they then look at who's saying this.
Correct.
Okay, all right, that makes sense.
And it's the local builder. So we've got images of the builders in the pub sharing a beer. So they know that...
Is the name of the company called the local builder, or you're not giving us the name of the company?
Well, I can. They're called WA Country Builders. And they're the local builder.
Okay. Okay, that's great. So when people get it wrong, what mistakes? I'm trying to help people who've been watching this program, who've got a business, they're investing in marketing, and they might be doing it without experts, they might be doing it themselves. What are the classic mistakes they're making?
They try a one-pronged approach to actually targeting their ideal client. And that's probably the first step. One, actually understanding or identifying who's your ideal client. What is it they like, what is it they value, and ensuring that you deliver to those needs.
So you're saying customer research at the very beginning is a sensible way to start?
Paramount.
transparent.
And then making sure that you understand who your A clients, B clients, C clients, and unfortunately you have D clients. They're the ones you don't want.
Yeah.
And making
a few of those in my life. Yeah.
and making sure you target your A clients and you pitch your business at that level consistently.
Okay, so once you get a really good piece of research and you know what they want, that can be pretty easy. That is just focus groups and actually talking to people. I know a lot of businesses don't do it, but once you do it, but it's one thing to know what they want, but how do you encapsulate in a marketing message that you're able to actually satisfy that big demand?
So there's a process that we run through with our business. It's called BIFO. So we work out the benefits that your
It
business...
just sounds very new age and soft and feminine. BIFO.
It's not feminine at all.
Okay, right. Yeah. Tell us about BIFO.
So we work on the benefits that a client brings to their customers.
Yeah.
And from that we derive innovations and we package that up into an innovation. So something innovative they can bring to their market that resonates with them. The one that we probably drive the most campaigns from is the frustrations. Should I not be working with you, but I work with one of your competitors? What would be my frustrations that I would have in the process of working with you?
So are you suggesting that to identify a common frustration would mean that the person who sees this says, this person understands me?
Very much true.
Okay.
So they identify with that, and that's also how you should write your copy. You want the client to identify, or the customer to identify with those different scenarios.
Okay, but are you saying that the frustration is about, I have a frustration that my marketing team aren't getting me customers, or are you saying my customers have a frustration and I'm the solver of that, or both?
That's right. I hope it's not the marketing firm.
Of course.
Yes.
Okay. So that's you in a nutshell. Why are you with the Entrepreneurs Organisation? Because are you the head in the WA?
I'm the president at the present moment.
For WA or
for Perth.
Perth, okay. Why are you in the EO?
So probably 5 years ago, I hit the crossroads in my business.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure whether I wanted to continue on in the challenges of cash flow, paying the staff, maybe missing out on a payment
All
myself.
the fun stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So I decided there has to be something out there for me. A friend tapped me on the shoulder and suggested that I look at EO.
Yeah.
EO has been the greatest gift I have received in the last 5 years.
Tell us why.
It's morphed me personally as a person, and it's morphed my business into something that I possibly couldn't have imagined, and where I'm about to take it, where I'm going to take it.
How did that happen?
So there's 70 of us in Perth. 70 entrepreneurs. Now, to be part of the EO experience or EO chapter, your business needs to turn over $1 million US. So there's criteria. So we have standard conversations around certain things.
Yep.
You have to be the owner or the founder.
Yep.
And finally, you have to pass a good guy test. So you can't be a muppet.
You can't be a good girl test?
And as a girl, so
So
I
be
do
careful,
apologise.
mate.
I meant that.
It's a sensitive new age program here. Okay. So you pass all those tests. Okay. So, all right, you get to hang out. But what happens in the hanging out?
So each month we break down into groups of 8, maximum 8, and each month we talk about business best, business worst, personal best, personal worst, family, and community. So we're not just about improving our business, it's about our business and family, as well as the community at large. And many of us give back to charities and are part of many charities.
Okay. Well, that's the show, mate. We're out of time. I've also noticed that my camera inexplicably has just fallen over, but thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you.
And thank you.